Welcome my blue Talk-la-doo. My name is YTDan. What's going on, my boys? Welcome back to my channel. I am YTDan, and this is the YTDan Show, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links community's most favorite show on YouTube. Today we're going to be getting in there, my boys. We need to have a deep conversation. Something needs to be said about the new box that we received, Revolution Beginnings. Because truly it is a revolution for the free-to-play. Now, don't get me wrong, it is very, very cool that we have all these new things like Fabled and other stuff that has been introduced in the Duel Links. But to be fair, I honestly feel like right now, the absolute best girl in this box is the Kokimaru archetype. Because a lot of people have been playing it recently, and of course, the OTK is strong. There is numerous videos out right now that's showcasing so many different variants of the deck that clearly shows its power. You can even run it in splashes with Amazoness and even Beast Rising, which I've been doing pretty recently. Now, I want to talk about this set a little bit because I think it's important, because a lot of people always ask, Dan, what do you think about this set? What do you think? Should I invest? Should I buy? Should I whatever? And honestly, my boys, I'm going to tell you, I really feel like this is a set you should invest in. The Kokimarus are pretty strong, and at the end of the day, it is a quote-unquote top-tier deck. You can compete with most anything, and then on top of it, it has true OTK potential, and you have search cards like Diamond Core of Kokimaru. So with the Diamond Core, of course, you can search your deck for any Kokimaru card, and that just is the main reason you play it. I mean, when a card like this is released, it makes me feel like we'll eventually down the road get cards like Reinforcements of the Army and other easily searchable cards. So I really feel like this is the first step to something truly broken. But of course, you know, anytime you add something like this in the Duel Links, it's gonna be a little bit controversial because it's gonna get annoying to play against. And right now, I've seen a lot of different players playing a lot of different skills with this deck, using things like grit, using things like balance, using Destiny Draw, using absolutely everything with this deck. So clearly this is a high profile deck that a lot of you boys are really getting into and really starting to like. So hey, I guess it's time to invest in the main box, my boys. You do have a reason, and the reason is pretty free to play because all the main Kokimaru cards are actually super rare. Now here's something else I want to remind you boys about. In case you didn't know this, in order to play Kokimarus, you need to have invested in Gaia Genesis. Now, if you haven't invested in Gaia Genesis, this is the box you need to invest in. And especially if you are someone who watches this channel, someone who enjoys my never miss style of dueling, my boy, because this is the box where you get Abyss Megalo. So in this box, you get Abyss Megalo. You also get the Kokimaru Maximus. You also get the Kokimaru Crusader and Kokimaru Ice. So basically, like, all the Kokimaru cards are in this box. If you've invested in this box, you probably have the Mermills, you can play the Nevemis, and if you're playing the Nevemis, my boys, well, you're clearly getting in there for game. Now, for me to get out of Platinum this month, I went ahead and used the Nevemis to get out of there. After playing the Amazoness build in my Kokimaru deck, is absolutely disgusting, and I felt so filthy that I had to bring forth the Nevemis. I had to get in there and tilt the boy. So I started to play the Mermill deck and just went on an insane 10-game win streak. Went to my 11th game, got the W. Got on my 12th game, my boys. My 12th game, I got tilted. Tilted by the most random obscure deck of all time because I actually missed. I activated Fishboard Planner's effect and flipped Sea Stealth Attack off top of the deck. And of course, when something like that happens, you're dead. So clearly I took the L on that, and it just kind of is what it is. But the fact of the matter still remains that if you have invested in Gaia Genesis, that means you have Kokimarus, that means you have the Never Miss Mermill deck, and that means that you not only have the top meta deck that's probably available, you also have the top rogue deck that I think is out there, personally, my boys. But this is an expensive deck because you need 3 of the Mermill boys, and you would also need C Stealth Attack with Citadel Well, and you know, some people kind of already have that. Next news. So I was gonna start up this new thing called T.R.Y. It was basically gonna be a ripoff of that show where you send me your entries in the comments below, and I watch the reactions in the next episode of T.R.Y. That's what it was gonna be. But to be real though, I kind of waited a long time on that. The meta has shifted. However, there have been some really good entries, and we're gonna restart this, my boys. We're gonna be doing it every weekend, probably every Friday or every Saturday, depending on how my upload schedule is going, like what videos I have in the queue. But more than likely, my boys, we're gonna be doing that every single week. So if you want to get your submissions in, all you need to do is send me 2 things. Now, Konami did not set it up optimally for me to do the recording of the replays. So I had to find this device that was very hard to find. After I moved, just a very small box I had to find. And after I dug up everything and tore my entire house up, I ended up finding it, and I was able to record my phone in HD. So now I was able to record my phone in HD. I was able to get the videos recorded so that you boys can view them and we can like check them out together. However, the big deal is, the thing that I really want to talk to you guys about is that it does not include a deck list. For some reason, after you watch the replay, it's not like any other time where you watch the replay, where you watch the video, right at the end, it's like, do you want to look at the deck? Similar to like when you play the Vagabond, that does not happen. So what happens is, if you don't send me your deck list, if you don't send me the deck list, I won't know the deck list. So send me your deck list, send me a description of the deck, and then also send me the replay. So send me your deck list, send me a small little word about whatever it is you're playing, whatever the situation was or how you felt about the duel, and also send me a link for the replay. So it's real easy to access that. I'll show you right now. All right. So it's very easy. Pay no attention to this. This is just a random deck, but it's very easy to play. It's very easy to share your deck. The only thing you have to do is go here and hit share, and then you can copy the URL. After you copy the URL, you can paste it, and easily I can access it. That's how I can see your deck list. And of course, in the replay section, it works the exact same way. You hit the share button, copy the URL, easy peasy. So don't forget, my boys, I need you to send me a link to both the deck list and a link to the video. If you don't send me a link to both, then I'm not gonna use it for the video, unfortunately, because you know, people are gonna want to see the deck list. There's a lot of decks that people were playing with that I was able to look at that were very, very interesting, but I got absolutely disgusted when I couldn't share the deck list because the deck was just absolute fire. It was very interesting. So let's just jump into it. Replays. Now, this was a very interesting duel. I really enjoyed it when I watched it the very first time. But to be fair, like I told you before, I cannot show his deck list because unfortunately, you know, he didn't have it. But my boy is running this very interesting Swift Birdman Joe deck against this guy who is running this insanity madman Mass Beast Cosmos' Brian deck. So clearly you can see what he's doing here. Cosmo Brian dropping the Mass Beast piece to summon the other Mass Beast boy, get them both off the field for Mass Beast Death Guardians. Remove 3 fiends for Dark Necro. This is turn 2, boy. This is turn 2. So now you have a Masked Beast and a Dark Necrosphere. He happened to set that one card that lets you make tokens. He equips Big Bang Shot, tributes for Swift Birdman, banishes the goddamn Masked Beast, attacks in the Dark Necrosphere. Birdman Joe is taken. Hey True Nate, have a Cosmic Cyclone. I was disgusted. Summons Armored Bee, quick as wind. Boosted, attacks, sends it back to the deck. The boy didn't change Swift Birdman Joe to attack position. Now he comes in for 47. That duel was absolutely disgusting. And now I'm at the point where I want to see both of these people's decks. Send me to both links. Don't forget to send me both links. Now, of course, I don't remember all these, and this is gonna be a pretty quick video because I'm not gonna go through all of these. I wanted to go through these more in detail, but when I realized I couldn't really talk about them because I didn't have the deck list, it made it very, very, very troublesome indeed. So I want to make sure that I give it like quote unquote justice by making sure that we include the deck list next time. So don't forget to give me that deck list, my boy. So here we go. My man is playing the Mermill's Never Miss. My boy is running the Never Miss deck to make me proud. And I appreciate it, my boy. Stand up and never miss. So now we're getting in here. Here comes the Breaker, destroying the Umi. Summon Silent Magician. This guy thinks he's about to get the W. He throws down the face down. Now he could have went in right here on this turn. He could have went in right there on that turn, hit up the Never Miss, blew up the back row, destroyed the monster. He could have did everything, but no, he's playing it safe. He's turtling on this man. Now, this man has the patience and fortitude of a god, because at this point, I'm just like, what are you doing? But here comes Imaroka. Go ahead and fuels him even further. Fishboard Planter. You can already see that dank Citadel whale sitting in the grave. Here comes the Citadel boy. Here comes the Megalo. He's about to hand this man the most disgusting, wettest, juiciest ale he can possibly muster. But he waited all the way to the end to give it to him. He tried to stop him with Regeki Break. Too late, my boy. Citadel Whale negates cards that target. Can you not read them? Here comes the stealth attack. You know what's coming next, my boy. Get your Silent Magician off the field. Here comes your 35 beater. And here comes Megalo. Get ready for the Never Miss. Oof. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. This is me when I'm playing ranked PvP. Next deck. Now here is gonna be our third and final duel, my boy. I totally forgot to look at the name. Of course, I'm sure I got it displayed right over there. So I'm sure I got it displayed right there in the middle, but here comes the third and final duel. We got Heavy Starter Mokuba versus Yubel. Oh, another boy playing the Never Miss. Yes, yes, hand out those delicious L's, my boy. Yes, my children. Yes, give them the deepest, dankest L from the wettest part of the seas. Here comes the dank Yubel, Terror Incarnate. And this guy's looking like, I don't need to fear you, Bell. I've got the Never Miss. Here he goes. Discard 2, Megalo. Boy, get him out of here. Oh, and he's running. My boy's running the, yes, he's running the armor, my boy. Run it for your chest. If you don't run the armor, you are missing out on truly the strongest play you can make in this deck. But I see a lot of people playing that don't run that armor, but that armor comes in clutch. So here comes the pop. Take your 32, take it twice, take this medicine and be gone. I enjoyed that thoroughly. All right, so I know what you're thinking now. How can I get my deck on the show? How can I be included in all of this miraculous tilt? easy, my boy. It's easy as taking an L. The only thing you gotta do is send me a link to your deck list. Send me a link to your replay on the Reddit link below. And send me a little bit of a description of what your deck is, how you play it, where you are in your rank, whatever you want to tell me in that part, and I'm gonna make sure that it gets all into one video so we can have fun and check out those replays and chat and kick it, my boy. We're gonna kick it. We're gonna have lots of fun. Don't you want to have fun? Isn't that what's the point of playing Yu-Gi-Oh is? For fun? Fun! But we're gonna bring fun back to Duel Links, my boy. So listen, make sure you send me the links to both the deck and the deck list, a little blurb about your deck, and that's it. Keep it simple. Send it to that link in the description below, and we're definitely gonna get in there and have a lot of fun. Now, I'm not gonna be able, of course, to get to every single deck and every single replay, but I'm gonna try to make sure that I try to go around and get different people each time so that I'm not featuring the same person all the time, but there are no guarantees. You know, that it is what it is. Now listen, I got a special live stream presentation coming up, my boy. I have a preview, my boy, of what's coming next, my boy. And you need to stick around to see the preview. It's gonna be 2 games, 2 old school games that you have never seen before. And some of you may have it because you might be a 90s kid like me. You might have been a PlayStation boyo like me. 2 games, my boy. And I'm coming up with the preview right now. But after you watch these previews, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And as always, my boys, keep it dang.